Hello, Monsters of here, and welcome back to Total War Troy and part 13. Unlucky for some, it's unlucky for these guys. They decided to attack my island, the bastards. My Hippolyta Campaign. And Cerberus Fluffy. I mean, you just be like, these guys seem very stoic for being attacked by a giant three-headed dog from mythology. I'd be a little bit more perturbed, to be honest. Some club warriors advancing in, but getting shot in the back as they can't decide which way to go. Meanwhile, we have another choke point over here, more units crossing that, but our reinforcements led by Battle Cry are on their way to intercept. Good stuff there. Enemy reinforcements are pouring onto the battlefield, and in fact, some of them, apparently, they've got like an abseiling team, and as such, they've got some young spears currently abseiling down the mountain there. Good. Yep. Fine. Fine, whatever. Holy fuck. Okay. Fluffy, stop playing with them. That's it. That's it. That's it. Get in there, my son. Get in there. We've got some wretched shades engaging these renowned slingers because those guys sting. Lots of arrow fire coming. Jesus, don't roll in them. You don't know where they've been. I'm going to give you a fucking bath when we get home, and that's a nightmare. I mean, literally a nightmare. I mean, it's actually a nightmare. There's lots of blobbed up units here, so let's first set them on fire. And then we'll concentrate all volley fire on this location, because there's a lot of people a lot of young spears in here, and poison. So basically these guys are having the worst time, because they're getting shot by arrows. Let's have a look at the numbers of... Yep, that's dropping quite quickly. Enemy troop numbers just collapsing there as they get poisons, shot with arrows, incinerated. It's not the best. The abseiling team have come up the other side, these young spears. Fortunately, we have a couple of our black spears chasing these renowned slingers down. That means they can go and intercept. We're also going to send Jeremy over to go and deal with that little problem. Cerberus is doing fantastic, just keeping all these units a nice big blob here, which means we can just focus fire. And yes, that's a lot of bodies. That is quite a lot of bodies. Think of all the souls we can get. Ooh, tasty, tasty souls. Delicious. Yeah, that's a big pile of bodies. Yep, that'll do it. We're now charging forward. Meanwhile, on the other side, our archers have picked off their renowned slingers, now being chased down. And to be honest, this part of the enemy army didn't survive very long, but they were facing, you know, an entire army from my forces compared to a little snippet of theirs. Our archers now just picking off these skirmishers. Of course, these skirmishers do have shields, so slightly less damage being dished out there, but still enough to mostly break them before they can get into range to chuck their javelins, which of course would be quite nasty. More shades being spawned in there just to keep them busy. Hippolyta on the flank, taking pot shots wherever she can. Some javelins, getting a little bit of fire in there. But mostly they just seem to want to charge in to engage us, which of course is a terrible idea because they're going to have to then fight their way through our exalted great shields, long spears, and Spearmaster of Elysium. Despite their mountain climbing antics, apparently that was not enough. A few units of javelins still holding on, trying to pick off. I think that they're chucking spears at the wretched shades, which, of all the things they can do, not the best. And then lots of fire coming in there, lots of damage. The enemy forces have been absolutely decimated. One last charge, but with their general just suddenly dying, army losses take effect and the army flees. I'll do it. Ooh, so many souls. Tasty, tasty souls.
New positions. Queen Hippolyta. Amazons forever.
Ooh, he's a gusher. Only 17 souls. Barely worth the effort. I don't get a bed for less than 20.
Not a chance.
Okay, you're on your way. I'm gonna have to put the squeeze on them, aren't I? Because they're just surging over. Ooh, looks like Fluffy's ranked up. What are we gonna go with? So minus 20% to construction cost of walls. That'd be nice because obviously that's reduction in gold. More souls post battle. That's quite nice. Shade, battlefield healing, all shades which can restore depleted units to full strength by bringing back fallen entities. That's quite nice because that means we can heal our ghost units. That's kind of like if you're... I guess that would... Now, actually... Shade Wrath. Exploding in a radius. So would that affect the wretched shades that Cerberus can summon? Because if so, that basically means we can create a bomb on the battlefield, which could be utterly crushing. These are all good. See, I quite like that one. The healing would be good, right? Because that means we could keep our ghost units at full health. It depends. Is it just one unit? But the explosion, I mean, it would only really be useful for Cerberus. I kind of want to see what that's like. We're going to pick it. We're going to pick it, and we're going to see what happens.
Queen of the Amazons.
So, we can merge you guys.
Of the bow.
Let's make sure our army is in a tip-top condition. Does it? Yeah, I've picked a skill. Is that okay? Still. Okay, good. Good. Good.
Will do what is necessary.
Good. Okay, we need to deal with some of these guys, don't we? We do. And you right, so you came over close to us because we were in ambush stance. This is a good way to sort of lure enemies in.
Show your mettle.
So we can bop you. Get the fuck out of my house, you little bitch. With your strange... Look, it looks like he's wearing bloomers. Like he's got a little... So he doesn't want people to see up his skirt. So he's created like some little leg holes so people can't see up his skirt. Bit weird. Let's not. We can't spill their blood, can we? Can we get replenishment? Don't really count to take the resources, despite the fact the resources aren't really that good.
We will outthink them.
So I need to take this.
Glory to the Amazons.
I'm tempted to send Hippolyta across the sea and leave Battlecry to deal with these guys. I can't see. What are they up to? Are they at war with anyone?
The Amazons. Right. I suppose we could talk.
Oh, they're fighting Sparta. They've got a little island there, which means their armies are most probably... I mean, that makes it easier for us. Maybe we come down... We maybe swoop down here and deal with them first. And then we can...
Keep to my cabin.
We can follow them up. Let's get the reload skill, because that means you shoot faster, and that means you do more damage.
Deeds of valor. Prepare to march.
I think Battlecry can take that city. Does it have a garrison? Yeah, of course it does. The AI loves fucking building garrisons. Like, it just loves it.
I keep the
It sees a city, it's like, oh, I'm going to put a right big garrison in there. It just makes your gameplay so much slower, because taking big settlements is a pain in the ass. I mean, I guess, you know, strategically it's sensible. Did the Hecatomb last time for Apollo? Yes, we did. I wonder if the healing light works on our shade. I mean, it probably does, but it won't bring back entities, will it? It won't bring back entities. That's our problem. Okay, I'm going to bring you down here. And we're going to we're going to take on these guys
Let's hear it then.
because I don't think anyone else really likes them. It's like they don't actually know Hector and stuff, and they're enemies with some of the Greeks, which obviously would be useful to us, but they've also got some territory I want, which would be more useful, so I'm going to take that. Also, we've got our little man here. Let's whack him in our stone. So we get Big Stone. That's right. It's the new Netflix series about people who love fucking quarrying. Ah, what a character that Bob is with his fucking loves stone. The drama. It's amazing. Fluffy doesn't have a skill point. You're lying to me. Not Monsters Abound hasn't moved.
Let us tell the people what they want.
What about you?
I'm sure our discourse will bear fruit.
You aren't. Now, I wonder if. If we do a prayer to Zeus, and then we use our diplomatic treasures, we could potentially get a deal with Sarpedon, which would then ensure that our southern flank is covered. So let's go with that. I like that plan. I am enjoying that idea. How much stone do we need to get the next stone? 1,450. So it's going to take a little while. But that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about getting that next level. I do want the bronze, so let's grab that one. Getting the port is going to give us more resources overall. So that's where I'm going with that one. The coastal provinces do have the benefit in that they do have that those coastal ports, which do bring in, of course, more food, and they also bring in. Hello, Ajax. They also bring in additional resources across the board, which is quite nice. So, So Paris has confederated with Paris has confederated with Sarpedon, which means our plan to protect our southern flank is now not really needed. So that's fine. Okay, we've got armies in that direction. We've got you.
I know my path. Consider it done.
Now, where could you go?
I'll have to refuse.
So you could head in this direction.
Our way is the true way.
So I'm going to go over here.
Through battle we grow. Leader.
Problem is when we're at sea is they could hit multiple different locations, and it's very difficult to know for sure where they're going to go. I wonder if we could get like a deal with.
We can work something out, I'm sure.
Would you give me? Could I? No, you don't want to give me that, do you? You don't want to give. Is Paris taking over? Okay, Paris has yet to take actual Troy, but I think he's got a lot of the other stuff. Because he's the bear, isn't he? He's a big old bear. Why? How the? Wait, he doesn't have that many. How the fuck did he confederate with Sarpedon? I mean, I'm not that invested, but still, it's weird. It is a bit weird. Okay, well, fine. Fine. What about these guys?
Looks like a waste of time to me.
You have an non-aggression with those guys. You would get how? Okay, Paris does not like them, so I'm going to hold off. What? Yeah. That the Zeus prayer was kind of a waste because I didn't actually need to do the thing I was going to do. Never mind. Okay, we're going to come down here. A little bit concerned they may hit, but then they'd be in range of quite a lot of Hector's army, so I don't think they're going to go in that direction. I think they might run away. They might look at the amount of armies nearby and just go, nah, too rich for my blood, mate, and bug out. That's the dream. So they could still come in this direction, couldn't they? could still come in this direction. So
My
I'm
tactics are
going
proven.
to stick you somewhere nearby. Like
Inventive in war.
there.
Be relentless.
Put you in ambush stance just to act as defense for my southern islands.
Omens speak to me.
Have to go and check all my priestesses. Can we do any... Also, I need to go to the... I need to get you over here so that I can boost up all your weapons and armor and shit. I need you over here. And I keep meaning to do that and I keep forgetting. What about... Okay, actually we're pretty good here now. Could do still with some rep. So let's venerate the ancestors. Let's do some Apollo repping. Anything else? Unassigned skill points.
How may I assist?
-1 construction. Sure. Sure, let's do that one.
I speak to the gods on your behalf.
And Fluffy, yeah, no, you don't have a skill point. I think that might be, but apparently we're getting a patch tomorrow. Now that I'm thinking, so that might fix a bunch of stuff. I'll flag the couple of issues that I've seen, such as the mountain goat reinforcements and that kind of shit. I kind of think we probably want defenses here, don't we? Because they just love it. So I'll put some defenses there, just because that gold mine just seems to be... It's just draw... that gold mine brings all the boys to the yard, unfortunately. So we need to give either a gift to Ares or a gift to Hera, obviously, because we don't build any military buildings, because there's literally no point. Well, apart from the defences we're now building, but shush. Seasick? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Concern yourself with my methods.
We bow to no man. Queen Hippolyta.
Right, I'm going to bring you over here. I'm actually going to march
A
you
hard march awaits
into that city. Which is kind of annoying,
inevitable.
because you're on your way and now you've got these wankers to deal with, but there we go. Such is my tortured existence. Anyone else coming over here? Who are you? Is it Menelaus? Menelaus.
Our way is the true way. Praise Poseidon.
Okay, we're going to bring you down. No, actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to bring you there. I may wait in ambush. I need another fucking army, don't I? That's what I need. I need another fucking army. But that one is... So yeah, we've boosted up those food to the max. Maybe I need to do this one. Maybe I should do... Well, we should do the Festival of the Hunt here, shouldn't we? So I can get the Grand Citadel. We could do Shade Labour. That's going to cost us 10 souls per turn. But we're making... Well, we've got 779. So, I mean, although it's going to cost us some souls, it's also going to give us a boost of wood and stone, all of which we want. So let's go with Shade Labour there. That will also stop any unhappiness in the region. Because everyone's dead and all the jobs are being worked by ghosts who can't complain.
A contented populace.
You're seasick because you did a fucking action from the sea? Are you shitting me?
I will do what is necessary
Are you...
to solve your problem.
Fuck's sake. When can I do another hecaton? Apollo's dropped down. Apollo's a sad boy. It's like, you don't love me. I'm like, I do.
The gods indulge.
Dude, I'm trying, mate. I'm really trying.
I invoke sacred faith.
Let's get this used for it. So I basically need to boost up my food production so I can get another army to protect my coastline from my numerous enemies. Where is my... Right, we've got a food building there. Is that... That's not really as useful. We have a food... Right, we have a food building down here. So, let's aim to boost this one up as much as possible. And we need to take this territory so we can get some even more food. Oh, there's Sarpedon. It's coming down to... I mean, look, they've got armies everywhere now, right? So they're protecting us. They're actually landing and attacking, although they failed to make any ground as of yet. But they are pushing, and they kind of like secured most of the island now, or most of Turkey, what it is. And they could then potentially sort of like start landing attacks with any luck and keep some of these bastards off my back because it's starting to get silly. Going to cost us 4,000 wood. I've got the woods. We're going to get skirmisher accuracy training, increased missile damage for own missile units. Nice. Let's do that. And then I probably... Do I want this... I mean, more. I don't really need the wood per turn, to be honest. More food, though, would potentially be good. So maybe we want to do the food next. Because then, how much is this actually going to cost me? 80. That's not a lot, is it? So we'll grab that. Minus 10% upkeep is good. So we're going to go and grab that. How much would that cost? 240. I mean... That was only one turn, wasn't it? That was really a waste of fuck it. We're going to get that one as well, and then we're going to get this. That's 7 turns. Then we can get rationing. We could also get the souls and herbs. Get some herbs. So that'd be quite nice. And then I probably need to get another army. Yeah. At least these guys don't cost us anything. Like, they're dirt cheap. How much? So where are we? We are currently at 117. At 120, our upkeep increases, which is going to increase our cost by 1,220, which is actually fine. We can deal with that. But it will mean... Should I get an archer? What are you? Motivation after here, and Athena is... Oh, well, we don't respect Athena. With a temple, Apollo... Well, we are getting Apollo rep, aren't we? So maybe Proto. We're getting Proto. Good old Proto. Doesn't like raiding, doesn't like sacking settlements. Fine, I can.
We are the future.
She's a descendant of Zeus, of course she is.
Skilled in combat.
Which is fine. Do we have any stuff we can give you? We can give you a heavy helmet. Oh, what's the other one? +5 armor. No, I like that one. We could give you a white granite club. Give you some sandals. Give you a bronze dagger. Give you a thingy to... Actually, that's quite nice. Plus 10% armor piercing damage of melee units. That's pretty fucking legit.
The Amazons will rise.
That's pretty fucking legit. You've got a hat, and you don't really need the hats. So have that instead. There we go. That's better. That's more like it, isn't it? Oh, I need to get you some units, don't I?
Rising to the challenge.
Indeed. So you have the refined armor and weapons, which is quite nice. And obviously, if we come in this province, we can then get. Or rather, in fact, can you?
We will outthink them.
Oh, holy shit, you can. In that case. Now, that doesn't actually affect missile damage, does it? But it does give you more armor. So, fuck it. Let's do that. In fact, let's do it with everyone. 280. I mean, we got loads of bronze. Whack it on, boys. Increase the armor of our ghosts. Sure.
State your will.
That seems fine. No one question it. Let's recruit some swordy ladies. No one question. Do not question the logic. Thank you very fucking much. Thank you. Let's go with more Hephaestus rep. You've literally just done that. I forgot. Fluffy, you don't have a skill point. Get over yourself. He's all over the fucking shop, this guy. He keeps whining he's got a skill point. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't have a skill point, alright? You just don't. Okay, we went to war with some people. You are apparently a master of timber and stone, battle cry. Good to know. So we're now at war with all these people up here, but then we also dragged in everyone else. That is probably going to pull some forces away from the defense of my coastline. But once they've got that locked down... Hello, Menelaus. Where are you going?
I'll send them to Hades.
You might be a... Who are you?
The only words I have for Troy are my curses.
Alright, well, good to know. So we've got a little army down there, but that's not really a major issue. I'm hoping they come in this... I think they'll head in this direction. So in the meantime, we can kill these dweebs.
Bring their
Yeah, you're going to run away, aren't you? You're going to be like, no!
glory awaits.
My shade is
Let's...
the fates cut their thread. I can make
Crethon, you're literally the worst, mate. You are literally the fucking worst.
Your warriors have spotted hidden foes.
So we've got a really nice position here, actually. We've got a lovely little choke points that we can use, which is very, very nice. We're going to move our Spearmasters up to block that choke point. We've got a little choke point over here, a little choke point over there. We're going to hold back and let the enemy come to us. They actually have some fairly nasty units. They've got some Salamis Marines over there. They've also got some Night Runners. Now, I believe Night Runners are Odysseus's special unit, but Sparta's sort of like special mechanic is that if they have a military alliance with a unit, they can recruit the high tier units from that, as long as they can be recruited by that faction. I think I'm right in saying that. Ow! Just fucking electrocuted my boys. Zeus, you're supposed to be on my side, you prick. He's playing fucking favourites. Never mind. So Zeus is frying both sides. Good job. Cerberus is dealing with the Night Runners. We've got some Salamis Marines charging in as well. These guys are quite nasty. And we've got our Centaurs on the flank here trying to come round. We're getting Hippolyta to mess up this shielded spearmen, because of course those guys can be quite nasty against our cavalry, so we're going to pick them off. Just yep. So many dead. Good stuff. And they do have some renowned slingers, so we do. This army's actually got some nasty units in it. But fortunately, our archers easily wiped out those renowned slingers. They were concentrating their fire mostly on our giants, actually, which kind of worked out in our favour. We have units now flanking around. You can see the Laconian swordsmen are breaking. Ow.
You have lost a unit.
It's fine, that's the Wretched Shades. Apparently the Wretched Shades can't explode. It's all of these guys have the... Where is it? There we go. The Shade's Wrath. But the Wretched Shades we summon in do not have that ability, which is a shame. But there we go. For science, I've worked that out, and now you don't have to worry about it. You will know in future. So the enemy army is now mostly fleeing. A few units still holding on, but this large block of infantry is now running for their lives. Our Black Spears are mopping up the flanks. The Swordmasters of Elysium are a little bit on the slow side, so they probably won't be able to catch up with most of them, but we now have Centaurs coming in from the front as well. These guys are dead. Some quite nasty units in that lot, but fortunately we were nastier. Yep, chuck more souls on the Barbie.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so just Agamemnon again to deal with. He's back, this time with an untwistable stomach.
Glory to the
we're going to lay an ambush over there. See, now, what I actually want to do
Queen of the
is I'm going to bring
We
Protho
future.
over here because she's going to take... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put we're going to put our archers in this army, and then I'm going to replace them with Marksmen of Elysium. The reason I'm going to do that is because Cerberus is... I can always recruit Cerberus units in this army. Which means that there's no point having these archers when I can recruit ones that are, let's be honest, better. So I can recruit those Marksmen of Elysium in there. They'll be better off, and I can just get those whenever I want immediately. So that for me, that's my thinking. We just whack.
The future is ours.
I'll keep the Black Spears because I quite like them. The Centaur Warriors are fine. I'll keep them. But I think we're going to replace the Hippolyta's Chosen. But we're going to put them in Protho's army so we don't lose them with their experience. And then we just replace the Marksman Legion. So that's what we're going to do there. Once that army's up and going, we should be then able to protect the north up here. With that, we can bring Hippolyta down to deal with these islands, finally. I've been trying to do that for several episodes. We're going to get there, I promise. Although now that our Greek allies are at war in the north, that might mean that they're now busy over there. And that could potentially mean that we're going to get more attacks along our coastline as they draw off their armies to go and deal with the new threat. But I guess I'll have to wait until next time. And unfortunately, there's no more Hippolyta for a few days due to embargo requirements. But it will be back on, I want to say the 26th or 27th, one of those days. So it'll be back in a few days. Until then, I'll be starting a new campaign. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. I guess we'll have to find out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.